Thank you for not unsubscribing. Thank you for not dumping me. Thank you for not throwing my channel away. I mean, I was not even posting for like a month or two, and you guys are still subscribing even without like new content or something like that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're a new subscriber, if I get into the video, please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment. You can check out old videos in case you haven't seen anyone. That's for my new subscriber, my new YouTuber. Thank you guys. Anyways, from the description below, I'm sure you've seen what today's video is going to be about. I'm going to be telling you 10 signs that shows that your friend is a hater or fake or probably insecure around you. One of the three. Which one is it? Before I get into the video, let me just say that you might find out that you've done like 2 or 3 of what I'm going to mention here, but that doesn't make you a bad friend. That doesn't mean you are a hater, and that doesn't mean you are fake, because I mean, we've all had our jealous moments, haven't we? We've all been mean to somebody before, but that doesn't mean you're a bad person or you're a bad friend. This is just like a guide for somebody who's wondering, am I even supposed to be friends with this person? Does this person really give a fuck about me? Something like that. And if you find out that you've done like more than 5 of the things that I'm going to mention here, sis, check yourself. Check yourself. Just accept it and say, yes, I'm a bad friend and I'm going to do better. I want to do better. I want to change. Don't fight it. Just now, the first sign I'm going to mention, see friends that are insecure around you. Like, you might not be able to sense it, but let me just give you an example. Let's say you guys had plans to go out together, and then she comes over to your place, and when she comes over, she's wearing her hair in a bun, she looks good though, like she looks good, and then she sees you in like a new kind of style, wearing something different that you just like improvised, and it happened to look like bomb, and then she's like, can you pack my hair the way you pack your own? And then you try to do it for her, and it doesn't come out the way it is on you. Like, it turns out not to be as good as it is on you. And then because of that, babe's mood just changes. It just goes like from 100 to 0. She just cancels, and she's like on the couch. They're like, people should just be going. I'm not going again. Yeah? What's happen? I don't understand. It's not even that deep. Why do people like doing this? Why are you trying to make your parent feel guilty for looking good? It's not that deep. You looked good just when you came in. Why do you? It's like, if you don't look better than your friend, you people are not going to go. Yeah. God, I had friends that used to do that shit, and it used to make me angry. Or let's say, for example, you take a picture with your friend, and the pictures come out that you look better than your friend in it. And because of that, your friend can just tell you something like she's not sending them to you because you look better than her in the pictures. But if she looked better than you in the pictures, she won't even ask you, do you like this one, or are you okay if I post this one? You will just see it on the internet, you just see it on Instagram, and she will even tag you like she looks better than you, so she's going to post it. But then when you look better than her in the picture, which I'm sure is always the case, she'll now tell you something like, I already took plenty pictures, so why do you want this one? Like, I'm not sending it, just forget about it, I beg. Like, are you serious? You need to work on yourself. If you know that you are one of the girls that do this nonsense, you need to work on yourself. Highest, you send her the pictures where send her singles. Don't be a hater. Which one is you look better? You even said it, you look better than me in pictures, so I'm not going to give you. But let's just leave that the way it is and go to the next sign. Second point, they never match your level of excitement when something good happens for you. Like, say for example, even if it's something very not, if it's not a big deal, as long as it's a big deal to you, your friend is supposed to be happy for you. Your friend is not supposed to make you feel stupid for being happy that this thing is happening. Say for example, you've been trying to hit 10k followers on Instagram, or you had like, let's just say 2,000 followers on Instagram, and all of a sudden overnight, boom, 10k followers, and you tell them, and they're like, so why are you now shouting? Okay, you will now regret, like, it will stab you, and you'll be like, if I knew, I would have just kept quiet. Like, who sent me? I would have just kept quiet. That type of time. let's leave this one and go to the next one, shall we? Friends that don't gas you up when they see you looking good, so they give you indirect compliments instead. This one is mostly with girls. I don't think boys have this issue. Most of the things I'm even mentioning here is mostly with girls. I don't know about boys. See, for example, let's say you take a picture on Instagram and the picture looks really good and people are commenting, like your engagement's getting higher than it used to, and then this friend calls you, you're on your own. No, she did not even comment. Let's start with that one. She did not comment on Instagram. Then she now calls you, and the first thing she says is, that bag you were holding in that video, I had it before, but I gave it to that my cousin. It's so nice. She has not told you that you slayed the picture or you look good in the picture. She won't still tell you that one. She will just call you to let you know that this bag, though, I've had it before you. It's not special. You know, that kind of thing. Girls, it's fucked up. If you're not used to do this type of thing, I beg. Who is competing with you? Rest, calm down. If friends that tease you when you try new things for the first time, like let's say you start learning how to draw your brows, and instead of them to tell you if it's good or it's bad or what they think, just their honest opinion, then they go to saying things like, ew, she's learning how to draw brows, or ew. Like, I know that one can be like a joke because friends tease each other a certain kind of way, but it becomes like personal when they keep repeating it every time without one positive word of encouragement, without even like keep going, or you are getting better, or you're like you were better than the last time you tried it. They just keep telling you shit like, ew, this one learn how to draw brows, ew, this song cannot do without makeup, ew. Yeah, I don't used to do makeup, but my natural brows is okay for me. Then you now see them come back and meet you to help them draw their brows for, let's say, award nights or one thing. Where were you when your mates are learning how to draw brows? Sure, you say your natural brows is okay for you. If it's okay for you, then carry your so perfectly natural brows and attend the show. Why do you want me to draw your brows? I've not been counting, so I think I'm in number 5 now. 5th point. They give you attitude when they see you getting attention from guys, or they try to embarrass you. Now, this one, I don't know why girls do this one. I don't know why certain girls do this one. But if you are part of the people that do this, check yourself. Tell yourself that you are a hater and you will change. It's not too late. Just let it go and tell yourself you're a hater, but you will change. Why should you see a guy talking to your friend and that's when you remember that the bag she's holding is your own, or you just say something like, let's go now, I told you I want to give these slippers to the owner, I want to give this sandal to the owner, I want to give these sneakers to the, that kind of thing, or something. Just friends that talk too much. I don't know if this ones they're even doing it intentionally or not, but they just talk too much. They can just see you now with a guy and something you told them about the guy, they'll say it in front of the guy. Like you did not tell them not to say it though, but their brain did not just, I don't know, maybe they are doing it on purpose or they do not know. But if somebody tells you something about a guy, it's not obvious that it's because she could not tell the guy, that's why she told you. And then you see the guy and then you bring it up, you're like, Michael, yesterday Ella told me that you said blah, 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 blah. You are just running your mouth, and she's right there. Like, if she wanted to confront him about that thing, would she have told him? Why you moving faster than your shadow? What's doing? Why is your blood? Calm down. Like, you get calm. Next point. They always want you to provide emotional support for them, but they can't do the same for you. Let me give you an example. Friends that when they have issues with their boyfriend, they call you. Friends that when they have money issues, they call you. When anything at all, they call you. Forgetting that you're a human being too and you have your own problems, because you never say no, or you never give them the vibe that they're disturbing you. Because friends shouldn't do that. Now you should always be there for your friends. Doesn't matter how many times they bug you. Who else do they talk to? That's why you're their friend. Be there for them. Do you get? But then you do that, you're always there for them. And then when it's their turn, you don't even ask too much from them. You're this friend that don't ask too much from them. Even if it's something as little as, can you please take me a picture? Like, you see me looking good, you see me dressed up, you see me, I spent hours trying to do my makeup and it turned out fine, and then I come to you and you do as if you did not even see the makeup. You're just looking at me like you did not see the makeup. And then I say, can you please take a picture of me? And then like, ask Betty now, or ask Susan now, or ask Faith. I don't understand. Picture every time. Ask Susan, ask Faith. Picture every time. La. Like, they don't remember the times when they press your neck and force you to listen to conversations that are boring as fuck day and night, and you don't complain. You offer advice, you counseling, you are even a therapist for these bitches. And then when it's time to do something as simple as take a picture for you, they tell you something like picture every time now. Or if they even finally decide to take a picture for you, the picture is going to come out like sleepy eyes, like the person that was taking you was fuck. I beg, don't let me talk about this one. It gets me angry, gets me annoyed dead. Anyways, if you know you're that kind of friend, please stop draining your friend, please. Even if she's always there for you, you to try to be there for her. The fact that she doesn't come to you with boy problems or money problems doesn't mean she doesn't have. It's just that she's better at handling these things on her own than you, and she understands that. That's why she's listening. She's always there. You see the ones that leverage on your physical flaws or the insecurities of your past because they can't find an inner flaw to criticize. Those ones that cannot let go of something you did in 2002 that is embarrassing, or maybe even if it's illegal. Can you not shut up? What, Kenny? Your friend has changed. Your friend is a more mature person. Your friend is trying to do better. You see your friend growing up. Support her, hype her, let it be, like BFF goes kind of thing. You get? Okay, all friends tease each other. Let me just include all friends tease each other. But it becomes personal and wrong when you know that this particular insecurity you are teasing your friend with is something that she has struggled with for a long time, something that she has not even accepted. It's a different thing when you tell me that I have a big forehead. I know I have a big forehead. Everybody wants to have a big forehead because they say big forehead girls have, let's not go there, but everybody else have a big forehead, everybody else have big lips, full lips all of a sudden. But then it's different when you tease somebody with something like maybe a mental disorder that they got by accident, or just some kind of flaw that they've still not accepted yet or grown to love. You know that this person is struggling with self-love, and then you keep like slapping them with their faces every time with this thing. You're a horrible person. I said it. If you know you used to do it, you're a horrible person. Look at yourself. Tell yourself that you will change. Because it's somebody that doesn't have love for their self. It's someone who's insecure about their own self that will always tease another person about something that they clearly know that person is insecure about. You get? You also don't love yourself. They just find peace within yourself. Accept what I just said. And you see things will start changing for you. Okay, my next point. Sorry, I wrote this thing down since, so it's like me trying to look at it and like remember what I had in mind when I was writing it. What's the next one? When they tell you what other people said about you to them, but are still friends with these people. This one I will never understand. It is very common with Nigerian girls. Hey, I don't get it. What's that? Like, they will talk about you with somebody, and then they will come to you and tell you, why me? Why me today? What was I saying? Those friends that will talk about you with other people, then come and tell you what they plus those people said. And then I'll tell you something like, when she was talking, I was just looking at her. I was like, it's not because you hate Farida, that's why you are saying this thing. Whether they said it, you don't know. Whether they did not say it, who knows? They'll come and tell you, everything that person said and everything that they too said. Then they'll now tell you that they had your back. Who is in primary 2? But behind your back, they're still talking to this person. they still do like friend things with this person. You still see them posting the person and talking about shout out. You still see them always in that person's comment section hyping the person up and stuff like that. But then the hatred, they don't show it. They don't have the mind to show the hatred for that person. They don't show it to the person when you are there. If you are there, they might even like not talk much, they might just keep it low, like, because they've already come to tell you what this person said, so they just have to act like they're on your side. But then on social media or other places, you see that this person is actually like, they're actually tight. You get, what's all that? What's it about? Cringe. Ugh. Please, moving on. The 9th one, when they're unnecessarily being a hater and gossiping about their other friends to you. Now, you know this type of friends that they're friends with you, but they're also friends with somebody else. You guys are not like exclusively BFFs. They have other friends, and then you are not close to their other friends. It's kind of hard being friends. That kind of friendship can be exhausting. And then you see them, they're BFFs with this person, they are cool. They're always like taking selfies together, talking together, just laughing, all of that, even calling each other names, insulting each other from far, that kind of thing. But then when they come to you, they always have something bad to say about that person. But you guys are friends. You guys are always hyping each other up. What's all that pretending? What's all that commenting on each other's story and status, and what's all of that? If you just come and be telling me, you know, those people that they never get tired of hating somebody else. Like, they're just unnecessarily hating every single person that passes. When you guys are together, they have something wrong to say about the person, something negative to say about that person. Like, why just, your vibe is negative, it's just off and wrong. Why you always just gossiping, and why do you always have bad things to say? Why? And you are cool with this person that you're telling me things about, though. You are cool with person. I don't get it. Trust me. If they're always talking to you about somebody else, they're always talking to somebody else about you. That's just how it is. Okay, so the last point, the 10th and the final point: friends that don't support you in anything you do, or anything you want to do for that matter. You've not even done, like, you want to do, you just tell them about it. Like, say you want to start a YouTube channel, online business, you want to be an influencer, a blog, anything at all. I'm sure supporting those kind of things are not really, like, it doesn't take much from you. It's not as draining as people think. It's not even a big deal to support someone. But then it's not like I'm saying support your friend if you know that they want to sell drugs, or they want to go into selling human parts and stuff like that. Why am I breathing so heavy? Support your friends. The simplest thing, support your friends. There are these friends that will never give you credit for being capable of anything at all. Say, for example, you tell them you want to start a YouTube channel, they're like, are you that funny? Do you have the vibe? Are you sure you can keep up a YouTube channel? Do you have what it takes to start a YouTube channel? What do you want to talk about? Those ones that make you just feel as if you don't have purpose in life, whereas they want you to be on the same level with them. Misery loves company. They're not going to tell you, oh, go for it, because when you go for it and you start achieving things, they're gonna get left behind, and they're not gonna want that. Anyways, any friend that gives you this kind of vibe, because tell your plans and your aspirations and your interests and passion, whatever it is you want to do. Tell it to the people that matter. Tell it to the people that are always there for you. Tell it to the people that try to encourage you. Tell it to the people that every time give you the vibe. You get, like, that vibe, that energy you're looking for. Tell it to those kind of people. They're always the right people to talk to. Anyway, so we've come to the end of this video, you guys. I hope you liked it. I am so sorry for being the worst YouTuber on the planet and always being very inconsistent. If you feel like you could relate to anything I said, please drop a comment about your experience. And if you think I left something out, something you want to share, like a different experience you had before and you think is common with, like, negative people, please drop a comment so I can learn too. And we've come to the end of this video.